The U.S. military killed 5 alleged drug smugglers in strikes against 2 vessels in the eastern Pacific Ocean. That is according to U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on Wednesday. He said the first strike killed 2 men on Tuesday, and then shared that the military had struck another vessel in the eastern Pacific on Wednesday, killing 3 men. He shared videos of the strikes on X and said that the boats were, quote, involved in illicit narcotic smuggling without providing evidence. These are the first known strikes in the Pacific since U.S. President Donald Trump launched a new offensive against drug smuggling and came after at least 7 others in the Caribbean, which have killed at least 32 people. The campaign has raised U.S. tensions with Venezuela and Colombia. Colombian President Gustavo Petro, who is in the midst of a spat with Trump over the boat strikes and tariffs, called the new strikes in the Pacific, quote, murder. He added that the U.S. strategy, quote, breaks the norms of international law. Colombia's foreign ministry said in a separate statement that the U.S. must halt the attacks. When asked about the strike on Wednesday, Trump said his administration has the legal authority to conduct these operations and repeated plans for ground strikes, which would be an escalation.
We have legal authority, right? We're allowed to do that. And if we do by land, we may go back to Congress. But this is a national security problem. They killed 300,000 people last year, these drugs coming in. They killed 300,000 Americans last year, and that gives you legal authority.
Legal experts have questioned why the U.S. military is carrying out these strikes when the Coast Guard is the main U.S. maritime law enforcement agency, and why other efforts to halt the shipments are not made before resorting to deadly strikes.